Happy New Year, everybody. 2019. Wow. Who'd have thought? We're coming into the year pretty strong with a couple of cool projects. Very thankful for the last editions of a few different cool cars. Like this, we have a Mr. Chrome 04 Terminator. Runs and drives. 6-speed. Needs some loving, but man, this car's fun to drive. But I'm not really a new edge guy, so do I gut the drivetrain? An independent rear suspension? Sell it as a roller? Put the parts in the Cobra as soon as it gets painted? Or maybe even put the parts into the T-Top 4i Coupe? That's what I mean. 2014 or 2019? 2014. Jesus. 2019. Should be very, very fun. To Fox body swap or not to Fox body swap? What do you guys think? This car needs paint and body and some interior work. It'll cost a nice little penny to get it back where it's supposed to be. But still, like I say, running driving car as it sits and it goes wee. There she blows. The heart of the beast. Mainly untouched. It's got a pulley, tune, exhaust, bolt-on crap. About 400 horse, I guess. 420. Let's see. It needs like the cowl panel replaced. And gonna have to paint the car. Some very angry person. Yeah, see, it's complete trash. The car should definitely be taken apart, right? That color. Crazy. Love it. Or do I fix it? Do I do the body work? Do I paint it? Replace all the broken pieces? Redo the interior somehow? Where the hell do you even get Mr. Chrome leather interior from? If any of you guys know, I would definitely love for you to drop me a message. Because good God. Trying to get that matched. Ooh. Luckily the seats themselves don't appear bad. I mean, the foam and everything's going to be good, so they'll take some covers. But how the hell do I match that Mr. Chrome? Yet another reason for me to pull it apart. This car, I hope to have painted pretty soon. It's a rough old 93 Cobra, but sure would be nice with a termi swap. I've been threatening to put this car together for years. I play with it every now and then, but then it ends up sitting still for months and months on end. That thing would run real nice with that termi swap, huh? 2,600 pounds. Everything's been stripped for the most part. Manual doors, windows, no cruise, bare bones stuff going back in it. It's already set up with the Bilstein coilovers. Manual rack. Built rear end, but I would definitely take the independent suspension out. But yeah, that's some of the upcoming crap you can guaranteed to see. This is another thing you see a lot. Flat tires. That's the joys of having so many tires. This Texas DPS police car is definitely going to get some loving soon. A couple of the backup Coupes. This thing will get a new drivetrain within the next 30 days, 60 days max. Work will start on this very soon. And then there's still this old girl. Another total long into 2019. Such a nice, dependable little driver. Cold AC. This car's a lot of fun to drive. I thinned the lot out a little bit, got rid of some cars, but it's still pretty crazy. Well, I hope everybody had a good 2018, and I wish you guys the best going into 2019. For me personally, every year gets a little better, both personal and hobby related. So hopefully it just keeps it up. I'm definitely excited about this year's projects. Some new stuff I've never messed with before, especially when it comes to the mod motor stuff. I've had a few, but I haven't really done a lot to them. And with this Cobra Terminator setup, I like the sound of a blower swap, and I like the sound of a fuel system, and I like the sound of all of the bells and whistles that the guys are having such great luck swapping onto. So if nothing else is for sure, the drivetrain, yeah, she's spoken for. And man, this car, having struggles. Do I rip it apart? I know I could sell the clean titled roller for a fair amount of money that would give me a nice little jump to buy my K-member and exhaust and cluster and all of the important stuff that I'd want. But at the same time, do I take apart a car that they only made 495 of in this configuration? So one of 495. Yes, it's a vert. I get it. Everybody's like, let it go, it's a vert. Okay, all right. Me personally, I actually like the convertibles. I like to put the top down. I like to roll. And this car definitely is good to roll in. On one hand, you got current condition, I'm guessing, somewhere in the range between 9 and 12, probably, as it sits, running and driving termi, needing love. So I could fix it, paint it, fix the interior, get all the other stuff done, and I'm at like 15, maybe 18. Not really worth all the labor. Car's got 100,000 miles on it. She is no show queen. These cars bring good money, but in this configuration, I believe my numbers to be accurate. Please school me. Mind you, I am in Houston, Texas, and these cars are not that uncommon around here. Good deals can be had if you're diligent about finding them. Then you got a salvage title 93 Cobra that finished completely off. Fresh paint, fresh interior, all the stuff that needs to go with it, make it look the best that it possibly can. You're talking between $8,000 and 11 with the salvage title, as long as the car's nice. But you take something like that and you swap the Terminator setup into it. Now you're talking about a car that I've seen others similarly built out of salvage title vehicles sell for as high as $35,000. That's real money. Do I think I'll get that? Nah, but I guarantee it'll be worth at least 20. So now we're talking about a car that's still worth more than this car. Done. And that's just swapping it over. And that still gives you roughly, I'm going to guesstimate, I'm taking the IRS, so I'd put a solid rear axle underneath of it. The interior I would leave alone for the most part. I'd probably take cluster and related parts components. Dashboard I definitely would not swap. I'd leave all the body panels on it, and that would be about it. I'd sell it with the clean title as a roller for $4,000. I don't know. Guessing. Never had to sell a Mr. Chrome roller, but $4,000 to $6,000 I would guesstimate, depending on what parts were actually left onto it. And once again, I feel like even though it's salvage title, it could still bring upwards of $20,000, $22,000 if done properly. With the full Terminator setup, with the 6-speed, with the independent rear suspension, with all the good stuff that these cars would respond well to. And then with the 4i, I mean, these things are nice and hot right now. People are loving coupes. They love the 4i coupes, and T-top coupes were so rare. This obviously is not an original T-top car. This is a 1985, 1985 LX 4-cylinder automatic originally. Now I've done a V8 swap already once, tore it all apart, and then we cut the roof, which you can actually find here on the channel, us doing the swap for the T-top setup. I've actually got the Capri fenders already bolted onto it, and I also have Capri quarter panels that are going to be swapped onto it. 87 and 93 Celine kit, which honestly I like the front bumper. The side skirts maybe. The back bumper, I think I'm going to put a Cobra on it or something of the sort. Not a huge fan of that way that Celine bumper sits there. But anyway, all 5 looks swapped. Cobra brakes front and rear. All that stuff's already done. Now, with that termi setup swapped into this car, prices could definitely go up to 25, 28 if all the parts are shiny and all the stuff is built right. But definitely school me on the numbers. But math says for value, probably swapping the parts. The car's not worth what its parts are. Until you get behind the wheel of it and take the top down and take it for a little ride on a beautiful day, and then very quickly, it's very valuable. Car's fun to drive. People look at it. It's amazing. So struggles of a dude with choices to make. Definitely would like you guys' feedback and opinion on the matter. There's going to be some purists, of course, that are going to be very upset with me destroying one of these as well as one of those. But hey, cars are pretty rough, to be honest. Let's be fair. It's not like we're working Concours d'Elegance here or anything. We're just trying to make some cool cars, fun to drive, and a little different from everything else out there. So guys, Happy New Year again. Thanks for watching all this crap, me rambling about some of my life choices. Look forward to your input. Make it easy on me. Tell me what you think. What would you do if this was your living room / garage? See? All the comforts of home with a view that's to die for. Some people stare at the ocean, some people stare at mountains. This is what I stare out outside my living room window. Guys, thanks for sticking with me through 2018. Really appreciate you guys. Share it with your buddies. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next year, right?